reached out to me and he was able to help a family. I wanted to thank you to him. He was, boy, let me just start, Well, thank you to him also for helping families that he wished to help. All right. Again, thanks. Well, my phone going crazy now. It's people threatening me here. Don't call my name, they will call my area. I hear you all. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir.
Morning. My mother listening to she's a favorite listener. She's to tell her morning.
Who's that boy?
Claudia King.
Miss Claudia King.
Yeah, that's my mother.
Hey, Miss Claudia King. Hey, thanks very much for listening. Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasant day, right?
Yeah, man. Miss Claudia King.
Yeah, call she all day.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man. Miss Claudia King, good morning to you again, and thank you for being a loyal listener. Hello, good morning.
Pastor Google, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm looking for you on YouTube. I'm finding.
We are now. Just type in.
I type in it, and all coming up is Constructive Talk, the 25th, 2 hours ago with the Hampers distribution. I ain't seen nothing live.
Okay. No, man. That's not. Let me check it. Let me check it right here as you're on the line.
And Pastor Google, I thank your station for what you're all doing to help in this time. But Pastor Google, there are some people who are hamper jumping from one place to the next. And that is not right, because there are some needy people who really need it. Okay, Pastor?
Yeah.
All right, looking for it.
But it's all right. So let me tell you what you're doing, right? Hello? Oh, you're gone. All right, if you're listening to me, you're typing in IWER TV, the Street 919, and you would see it. All right, IWER TV, Street 919, and you would see it. I'm seeing people coming on already. All right, hello, good morning.
Morning, Pastor. It's not about the hamper. I hate to bother you, but this is important. You could give Jenny this number for him, please. It's Gloria friend.
Oh, how Miss Gloria going?
Oh, God, Pastor, I can't tell you that, huh? Not on the air.
All right, well, I will call you.
All right.
I will call you. I'm taking down your number now.
Yes, oh, God. I don't know what to say. I was talking to Pastor Charles about it the other moment.
All right, I will call you.
All right. I'm going out right now, so when I come back.
When you come back. All right, Mommy.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Right, so if you are looking for us on YouTube, again, all you have to type in is IWER TV, the Street 919 FM. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Pastor Google.
Hi, morning.
I am so thankful that I got through to you. Pastor Google, the pastor is coming to next week, not this week. The lawyer?
Yes, next week.
Coming. I have a question for him to answer. I want to ask him, do you allow to give his number?
Let me ask him now.
Okay.
All right, let me ask him.
You have a number I could call you? I could give you the question?
All right. Send the question to 771-1791.
No, I cannot send WhatsApp because it's a landline I'm using. So you look at the thing and take my number and call me, and I will call you and I will tell you.
Yeah, both our numbers are writing on my hand here. I hope I don't sanitize.
Write down the number. Gosh. I would really, really like to tell you.
All right, I wrote it down. Let's remind me, don't sanitize.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, Mommy, bye-bye. Okay. Everybody calling in. All right, so as I said, I wanted to show you all some videos of what's happening outside of Trinidad and Tobago. And you will, for you, I don't know, you judge, you tell me what you think. All right, so let me say good morning to all the people joining me on YouTube. Good morning, blessed morning, Pastor Google. Thanks, you're welcome, Alexander. You live, yes, I am, Mel. And Joseph, good morning. Thank you all very much. Remember, I'm on IWER TV, the Street 919 FM. All right, IWER TV is Street 919 FM. That's what you're looking for, and you will see me live and alive on IWER TV. And those of you on Facebook, thank you very much. You can see me on Facebook by typing in the Street 919 FM Constructive Talk, Pastor Google, and yeah. All right, blessed morning, Pastor Google. Blessings to you and your family. Stay safe. Blessings, much love and respect. Thank you very much. So, as I said, I want to show you some videos. So join me now and look at these videos and tell me what are your thoughts. All right, so somehow or the other, we believe that Trinidad is in a bubble. We are not we are alone on this planet Earth. But I want to show you what's happening in London. Can I show you what's happening in the UK? This is London, UK. All right, this is in the UK. This is in central London. And look at what's happening in London. And you tell me, and now London is threatening to go on a lockdown next week, Thursday, because of this. Look at it and tell me what are your thoughts. And then when I come back, I'm going to come back to the Caribbean and show you what's happening in the Caribbean. This is what's happening in London as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but this happened yesterday. Yesterday this happened I'll tell you exactly where in London. I sent it to one of my spiritual parents and she said to me, yes, yesterday at West End. So she told me, yes, yesterday at West End, this is what took place. Look at this, Trinidad and Tobago and the world who are looking. So that is what happened in the UK yesterday, and let me say it. Trinidad and Tobago, I live there, so I know. These people are easy, right? So that's London. Let's take a trip now to what's happening in the Caribbean. All right? Oh yes. Before I go anywhere, before I reach the Caribbean, let's take a trip to Australia. What's going on in Australia? Anybody could tell me? Anybody know what's going on in Australia? Anybody aware of what's happening in Australia? I am just bringing you the news because they know that the say idols just show one thing and use it for everything now. So tell me, this is Australia, Sydney.
Australian officials are tightening coronavirus restrictions.
Wait now, woman, you're talking too fast. Hey, anybody tell you to talk yet? Wait now. Wait now. I need to show my people. So join me on Facebook. Sydney. I want to show you this. Sydney in lockdown. Borders shut. Borders lockdown. Borders shut. Nah. Not in Australia. Australia? Never. But come on YouTube and see. Come on Facebook and see. I'm giving you an update. Those of you who don't look at news and just believe in social media and everything that social media have to feed you, look at this. So I showed you London and what's happening in London. Let me show you what's happening in Australia. And then I'll come to the Caribbean. That's okay? Let's go. So we're going to Australia now. Join me on YouTube. Just type in IWER TV and also Australia. Yes, they're not locked down. Delta variant. So let's go. Join me on YouTube, IWER TV, and also the Street 919 FM on Facebook. Let's go. We're going now to Sydney. All right? And you tell me what your thoughts. Dr. Rowley went to, hear what? Dr. Rowley went to Sydney. Right? He went to Sydney. Wait. I find only on Facebook rushing me. Only wait now. Wait. I have all to show. Don't rush me. So let's do this. Boom. So I'm going to show you Sydney. And I want you to tell me what are your thoughts. We're talking today. We're looking at a world perspective. We're talking about Trinidad alone. So look at this. Tell me what you think.
Australian officials are tightening coronavirus restrictions as new cases emerge around the country. Queensland and Western Australia are among the latest regions to impose stronger rules. A stay-at-home order is now in effect in the Greater Sydney area through July 9th. And separate, shorter restrictions have been imposed in parts of the Northern Territory. For the latest now, CNN producer joins us. Angus Watson is live in Sydney. Yeah, help us understand what the perspective is on this in terms of how significant these new lockdowns are and how people are reacting to them.
Well, Paula, they are significant lockdowns. People here in Australia's largest city told not to leave their homes unless it's absolutely necessary. Masks are compulsory to be worn indoors. Most non-essential businesses have been closed. People only really allowed out to either get a vaccine, get tested for coronavirus, seek medical help, or get a bit of exercise if you're not otherwise buying food or something that you need. So down here at Bondi Beach, we have seen people meeting one another to get that amount of exercise in, but they're taking it very seriously, Paula. People here in Australia don't want community transmission. They know that in order to get those numbers of COVID-19 down to a point where there isn't community transmission, they need to go into these lockdowns. So they've come out in force as well to get tested. 58,000 people, more than that I should say, getting tested on Sunday, returning just 18 tests here in the state of New South Wales at mass testing sites like the one behind me. So people taking this seriously in order to try to get a lid on this new outbreak of coronavirus, which has had just over 130 cases around the country now in the last couple of weeks, Paula.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like a lot of cases to us, but for Australia, you know, it's significant. We see the testing going on behind you, and we all know, right? Australia has done an excellent job of testing and tracing. But given this Delta variant now, I mean, is there a push to finally get vaccines out? And how soon do you think that can be done?
In fact, the Australian government has been criticised, Paula, for a perceived slow vaccine rollout. Australia has now been vaccinating people since February, but under 5% of the population.
They getting criticised? Australia government getting criticised for slow vaccine rollout? Nah, I thought it was only Trinidad. No, Dr. Rowley, like you are the Prime Minister of Australia. No, nah. But how the opposition? But Dr. Rowley, I thought the borders closed. Oh, let me go on now. Let me play the clip now. Let me play the clip.
Have been fully vaccinated. About a third or just under a third of people here in Australia have had one dose, and the government hasn't yet been able to roll out those vaccines to some of the most vulnerable people in society. And that's why Australia has to have these lockdowns, because not enough of the population are vaccinated, and politicians aren't yet ready to say how many people would need to be vaccinated for these lockdowns to become a thing of the past. Now, the problem is both a supply issue and a hesitancy issue as well. Australia...
Wait. Oh gosh, no, I had to stop it. I need to stop it. So wait. So when our Prime Minister tell us it's a supply problem, he lying. But when Australia saying it's a supply problem, well, you see, well, you know, well, oh God.
Australia has bet big on the AstraZeneca vaccine, but as per medical health, determined by that very rare chance of getting a blood clot associated with the AstraZeneca vaccine, now here in Australia, only people over the age of 60 are eligible to get one. People between the ages of 40 and 60 need to get a Pfizer vaccine. But supplies of those, Paula, are running low, and people are nervous about getting the AstraZeneca vaccine because, as I mentioned, that small chance of getting a blood clot. So the government here has a huge task on its hands to try to ramp up the vaccination rollout so that these lockdowns might become a thing of the past. People here know that they might be here to stay for a little while longer to come, Paula.
All right, Paula. Thanks, Paula. Thanks, CNN. So I showed you London. I showed you. Let me not go there. Let me not go there. I ain't going there. I'm not going there. See there? I'm not going there. So I showed you London. What's the point? Okay, so you don't understand the point? Well, then if you don't understand the point, then you need to go back to the beginning. What's the point? Who said it was only TNT lockdown? No, we're talking about the vaccines. People are saying that we're not getting enough vaccines, and why we're not vaccinating people fast enough. And I'm proving the point also that vaccines are an issue in Australia also. So if you're now joining the discussion, ma'am, that's one of the discussions. All right? So let's go on. I don't want to show this one, you know. I really don't want to show this one. You see this one? I'll pass up on this one. Yeah. Let me come out of this, because I might play it and get in trouble. All right. So the other one I wanted to show was what's happening in St. Kitts. All right? What's happening in St. Kitts. So let's see what's going on in St. Kitts now. I'm coming to the phone lines. I see you only on the phone, but I need to do my home. I did some home lesson, all right? I did some home lesson. I just want to get my home lesson corrected. Okay, Sister Jenny?
Yes. Go ahead.
I do my home lesson now, so I want to get my correction. I need to get an A in this test. I want to have a good August.
Well, I'm the supervisor and I'm examiner, so I'll wait.
All right, ma'am. All right. So, lockdown measures are not only in Trinidad and Tobago. Lockdown measures are happening all over the world. So I show you what's going on. You see what happened in London. And London are really talking about lockdown measures for coming up on Thursday next week. I could play that for you. See what's happening in Sydney. Like when I'm bringing you home now to the Caribbean. All right, let's see. Dr. Rowley, you're real traveling, eh? You need to stop it, eh? Right. Let me show you what's happening in, where is this? I want to give it, St. Kitts and Nevis. Listen to this, Trinidad and Tobago.
Emergency remains in place.
Wait, just say this. There's Dr. Rowley. Wait now, Wait now. You taking advice of Dr. Rowley? You can pass state time with. Wait. Let me people let them see you and let them hear your brethren. Let me move this so that you can see, and then there's something at doctor and makeup. Right. So the Honorable Harris, all right, the Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis. Hear what he has to say.
The state of emergency remains in place for both St. Kitts and Nevis, and the existing curfew remains in place for both islands.
Just now, I need to play this over. So it stays in place. That means it never moved. That means it was there. So he ain't moving it. I wonder why. Let me play it again. Listen,
State of emergency remains in place for both St. Kitts and Nevis, and the existing curfew remains in place for both islands. But there will be specifically for the island of St. Kitts the following. A complete 24-hour lockdown.
What?
From 6 p.m.
What? What you saying? Nah, let you take it and find some Dr. Rowley.
Sunday, June 27th to 5 a.m. Thursday, July the 1st. On Thursday, the 1st July, and Friday, July 2nd, there will be limited movement for limited operation of essential businesses from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then a return to full 24-hour lockdown from 6 p.m. Friday until July 3rd to Thursday, July 8th. We will again have limited movement for essentials on Thursday, July 8th, and Friday, July 9th, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on both days, and return to a 24-hour lockdown on Saturday the 10th and Sunday the 11th of July. A shelter-in-place order will be strictly enforced. This means that every person shall remain confined to his or her place of residence, inclusive of their yard space, to avoid contact outside their family, with the following exceptions. Essential workers who are required to report to work. Workers required to work in hospitals and medical facilities, licensed providers of security guard services, and such other businesses as may be specifically exempted. For essential travel, for medical emergencies, and for essential travel to a vaccination site with a vaccination card and one photo ID for production to law enforcement officers on demand between the hours of 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. from Monday, June 28th to Wednesday, June 30th. All places of business, including doctors' offices, will be closed during the strict lockdown hours. On days of limited operation, only essential businesses will be allowed to operate, and these businesses are limited to supermarkets, pharmacies, and medical facilities, and other businesses authorized by our Commissioner of Police. While religious and educational institutions are closed, this is a special time for our students as they sit their external exams, and therefore a special dispensation is granted to allow students and their parents or guardians to travel to an examination center. A limited number of government workers will be needed to ensure that...
All right. You know what? I really sometimes... Okay, so St. Kitts and Nevis, you hear this strict lockdown them under? We have a little curfew here and we crying. You hear you hear the kind of lockdown these people are under? Someone is saying, hello, sir, I am listening to you from Canada. Thank you very much, Canada. I am really happy that you are listening to me. I'm going to read the rest of your message privately because I think this is not something you want me to read public. And again, wow. So those of you reaching out to me to help, to make contributions to help people, I will talk to you, I'll call you, and I'll talk to you. All right? All right. Somebody's saying, how come what? How come we ain't not getting news in Haiti, their COVID situation? Well, you need to ask the mainstream media that. Why asking me that? I just give you what news that I am getting, I give to you. All right? All of a sudden, you want to jump out at me now and ask me about Haiti? I'll get Haiti news to you, sir. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning, ma'am.
Well, you would have, as an examiner, I didn't see you copy from anybody. I didn't see you write it on your hand and looking at it. You didn't tell me that you couldn't stay in the room and do the exam because you can't do it in front of a crowd. You sat with the crowd and you did your exam and you passed. Well, I didn't correct it. I just made sure that you follow the rules of the examination.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with all that being said, Pastor, let me tell you, no matter what you play, no matter what information coming out there, persons who are opposed to Dr. Rowley and to the PNM government, they're not going to, they hear that, but they haven't listened to that, and they will still come back and give you rhetoric, but this government ain't like nobody, and Dr. Rowley ain't like nobody, and he's suffering we, and he killing we, and you're going to hear that, so don't be surprised if after all this, you're going to hear the sympathizers of the UNC, and the ones who make all the excuses for the UNC call and say that they're going to bring in some other example to show you what you say in there. So we have to be conscious of that and not be deterred. And when I listen to the Prime Minister Simkins, I'll tell you what, I'm even more proud of Dr. Rowley, Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, and our medical professionals here. Because apparently, I don't know if it's because of the fact, or no, let me change that. Dr. Rowley is a scientist. Scientists deal with empirical evidence. They don't go on emotion, bacchanal, and confusion. It's critical thinking. Their mind think critically how they examine situation and they back it up with data, empirical evidence, meaning it could be proven over and over and over again and get the same result. So it's reliability, validity. And our medical professionals, who we didn't even know we had in this country, excuse me, Dr. Trotman, Dr. Hines, and all the other doctors we see now who are internalists and what infectionists, and I didn't even know have all those existing here. They are scientists in their own right. And apparently, what they are doing is resonating in the Caribbean. And they are taking our examples and doing it that way. I wouldn't be surprised if they are not in contact with our medical professionals. Say, oh, even Dr. Rowley here is using the template that we would have set in the Caribbean. And we have set a template and is using that now. So again, hats off, but don't be surprised if you hear the naysayers call to dispute everything you just played there and say propaganda and you're showing one side, but look at the long lines for the food and people hungry and starving and Minister Cox said theirs and they're going to bring all that, but we're not going to be deterred. You continue bringing the information, we will get the proper information out there so people would want. Those who want to hear, they will hear, and we will make a difference with true information, with facts, not disinformation. So again, I say hats off to my Prime Minister, the transformational Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley, the scientist that we needed at this time to deal with a novel virus. Because we had a lawyer, I guess everything will be in court right through. They will put a law book to say what the law say and what the law didn't say. He's dealing with data and information. So Pastor Google, Dr. Rowley, if you're listening, you got my support. Transformational and God.
Thank you very much. I want to show you all something also on YouTube and on Facebook. And I couldn't wait to come to work today to show this video. I'm being honest. When I got this video, man, I was like, yeah, boy. And I'm a part of several WhatsApp groups. And there was somebody in the group who started a campaign. All right? There's somebody who in the group who started a campaign. Hello, good morning, caller.
Hey, Pastor Google, that's a short call. You remember what the pastor said? Pastor Duncan from the Martin Church? Eh? Mm-hmm. All right. Dr. Olenek will come up bigger than when they sing over. Because Jenny say they look like they're using his model. Okay, brother. Listen to you. I get it.
Thank you very much. So, when I got this video, I said, hey, I can't wait to show this video because, you know, you're.
Come.
All right, yeah. All right, yeah.
You hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Listen, we have law that trying to be go.
You're buffing me. You're buffing me easy.
No, this is a different person talking.
No, I know, but you see, I heard when they say, come on, Pastor Google.
Oh, sorry. Watch. We have a law that's trying to be go, but we're in a crisis.
Right.
So there have to be exemption for the rules. And as the lady said, Mr. The Prime Minister is a scientist. You have to make new rules within a short period of time. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you have to do. Yes, the law said this and the law said it, but we're in a crisis. And you have to make rules and regulations to suit the crisis. Okay, so I'm listening to your program. Program going good.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so when I got this video, I said, you know what? I want to show this video. I can't wait to show this video on Monday. And I want to hear what the callers and listeners and viewers have to say. But I want to show this video, and I want all my viewers who normally come onto YouTube now and Facebook. And I want you all to tell me in the chat what you all think about this. Come onto YouTube now, IWER TV, the Street 919 FM. Come onto YouTube and come onto Facebook. I'm sure a lot of you would have seen this video already, but I want to play it for those of you who didn't see it and those of you who didn't hear it. I want to play it today. I didn't hear it on any mainstream media. I didn't hear it on CNC3. I didn't hear it on TV6. I didn't hear it even on our government station. I didn't hear it on all the major radio stations. And I said I want to play it today because I want to hear your views on it. I think this is a major breakthrough, and some people might be upset that this happened, but I'm glad it happened. And as I was saying to you before I took the call, that I'm a part of a WhatsApp group, and when it came out in the group, I heard one of the persons in the group said that they are lobbying that we come together as a nation and support this. And I am in full support of it. I am in full support of it, just like I'm in full support of helping families in need and all the people who are reaching out to me and all the people who are reaching out to anybody who are doing a hamper drive. I'm all in support of it. But I want you all to come onto Facebook and YouTube and look at this video and tell me what are your thoughts. Tell me how you feel as somebody from the Caribbean when you look at this video, all right? But you have to come on to YouTube. I'm not seeing you all coming on, and I really want you all to come on and see this. Come on YouTube, just type in IWER TV, Street 919 on YouTube, and those of you on Facebook, right, you're jumping on Constructive Talk with Google. So this is what I want to show you. I know those some of you might be saying, come on Google, I want to see what you have to show us. This is what I want to show you. When I saw this over the weekend, I was really, my heart was really glad. Listen to this. If you're listening on the radio, if you're looking on YouTube and Facebook, listen to this.
Scientists were ecstatic when the results were announced. Phase 3 clinical trials showed their vaccine, Abdallah, is among the world's most effective. And on the streets of Havana, people say they're proud of their country's achievement.
Vaccines normally take 10 years to develop, so making one in a year and a half is a record. Cuba is a medical powerhouse, and coming up with this vaccine is really special. And the fact that it's free is even better.
I'm very proud because it's one of Cuban scientists' biggest achievements. It's taken a huge effort.
Only 10 countries in the world have their own vaccine, and at this rate, Cuba will become the first country in the developing world to vaccinate its entire population with its own vaccine.
The project's leader admits the results surprised him.
I didn't expect the result to be as high as 92% efficacy. We're extraordinarily happy. Our vaccine is now the 4th most effective in the world.
The result is a rare piece of good news for an island that's seen its economy plummet during the pandemic, and a relief for the Communist Party, which says US sanctions have slowed down the vaccine's development.
They've done everything possible so not a drop of fuel gets here. They've done everything possible so that medicines don't get here. But in 13 months, you've come up with results.
Cuba has refused to import foreign coronavirus vaccines, betting instead on 5 homegrown versions. The government is close to broke, but has poured every last cent into vaccine development and production. Cuba has taken a gamble that seems to have paid off. Case numbers here in the capital, Havana, have halved since the Ministry of Health began an emergency mass vaccination campaign with Abdallah last month. The high efficacy could also be a boon to exports. The government hopes that sales to Latin American, African and Asian countries will help lift the country out of its deepest economic crisis for 30 years. Ed Augustin, Al Jazeera, Havana.
Al Jazeera News. All the people say that they have their agenda and they have their whatever. I didn't hear this on any local media. And I would like to hear from you, Trinidad and Tobago. What are your views on it? So I'll take your calls now. Some people who I have interacted with have said to me that they don't mind paying for that vaccine. They don't mind paying, for the Cuban vaccine. And I want to hear what's your view. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor D. Nation.
You hear this on your favorite station?
No, brother.
Okay.
Now, well, hear this now.
Wait, why? Why you feel your
Yeah.
station in play this?
Because when you just waiting for PNM Bacchanal and just waiting for some stupid $20,000 corruption to come up in the PNM for you to call your contacts, and when you concentrating on Bacchanal from the PNM and letting everything else slide in front of your face, all the opposition rubbish, you ain't going to concentrate on that. You know. Not on that, you're not on country to say, well, You know, I'm putting something positive other than my constant witch hunt. Give me a break. And that's a real cool scene. That's what I was going to tell you now, Pastor G. Oh, my favorite radio station now. 91.9 is my favorite now. Here why, eh? Here why, brother? Or let us consider the opinion of the callers. And you, Mr. Take 3 calls, same time, and everybody, hats off to you, bro. I hope the survey people call. I hope I get a call from the survey people when they're doing a survey, because use number one right now, 91.9 as a matter of fact, in terms of the substantive issues, in terms of the discussion on the ground, in terms of the general discussion for and against, all the lady way now, man. Real talk, all in a social, there's consider the public opinion. Yeah, but that's a real good scene, and that's what's going on out here in this place, brother. Selected, yeah, they're selecting things to discuss. They selecting stuff. They don't want nothing where it have a possibility. They're not into that. Anything to make the government look at, as Jenny said, the apologists. You know, they don't want to go anywhere close where the government could show any hope or anything. And I find that kind of dangerous for the country. Let me give somebody else a chance, Mr. My favorite program later, right?
Thank you.
Holy presence living in me. This is my daily bread. This is my daily bread. Your very word spoken to me, and I'm desperate for you. And I'm lost without you.